I feel like I've been breathing out of an exhaust pipe on a job site with a fist full of brittle sand. Should've seen it coming a mile away from that little hill in which I'm making a stand on. It makes a man of me, and if it never kills me, then I get a pass. Wish I could've opened up the air around me just a little bit so I could take a gasp. Who the hell is watching? Put a notch in my belt, keep it on the track. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, never made a difference when you're playing chicken with your only chance. But it made a man of me, right? Madman, I gotta dance around and play sounds. Wish I knew back then what I know now. Yeah, look at me now. Dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now, dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now. I'm starting to feel like it's stacking on my shoulders. Another soldier with little patience to see the dawn. Fought a lot of odds in the name of cause. Put them in the box, buried in the lawn. But I learned a lesson from it, didn't I? And if I didn't, who the hell is gonna teach me? I've been looking for answers and none of them ever offered a lesson that'll reach me. Who can see me? Losing personal relationships like people do they house keys. I've been outside, looking inside, with a shadow casted all around me. And they doubt me, try to throw a little part of me away with every frown. Just wish they saw what I know now. Yeah, look at me now. Dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now, dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me Dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now, dodging forever, spending a fortune to figure it out. I don't believe it, never learn how. All of this pressure is driving me wild. Look at me now. Yeah, check it. Blood and sand, heart and hand, piss a miracle. You got it twisted, I'm not the one they compare you to. I'm free falling and never needed a parachute. That worry about tomorrow mentality's gonna bury you. It's all a game, and I don't really care. Probably made enough money by now for us to be millionaires, but threw it back in and busted my back end. Cause what's the point of love if you're only out for the cash ends? Break the prism, your clouded mind is a prison. You stunt in front of the glare for distorted honorable mentions, dummy. I count my blessings, you spend them all for attention, dummy. They put respect on my name without a question of it. It's fool's gold with backbones made of Play-Doh. Bending under pressure but following where the wave goes. Fuck whoever wants it, I'll roll up and leave the frame broken. I ain't even hearing you motherfuckers like Beethoven. At all. I don't even listen anymore. I can't even hear him anymore. It don't even make a difference at all. I don't even up, dummy. Yeah, listen up, dummy. Yeah, listen up, dummy. Yeah, listen up, dummy. Yeah. Yo, I cut the grass real low. I see the snakes now. Socially, I lighten my load down to face value. I cut the cord to my phone, talk to my face now. Cause all I see is people trying to come up off my breakdowns. It's all a game. Candles in the rain, smoke around the mirrors so you never see the flame. Listen, I made a spark so I could watch it go ablaze. What's the point in making noise if they can't hear a word you're saying, stupid? Start to finish, I never let it diminish. You fade away in the flash for a chance of a lit minute, dummy. I see the picture, you don't fit into the image, dummy. So if you're feeling like you're real enough, come get it from me. I've caught in bigger buzzes off of J-Mo. I don't really care if it upsets you if I say so. Fuck whoever wants it, I'll roll up and kick the cage open. I ain't even hearing you motherfuckers like Beethoven. Can't even hear him anymore. It don't even make a difference at all. I don't even listen anymore. It don't even make a difference at all. I don't even listen anymore. Yeah, listen up, dummy. Yeah, listen up, dummy. Listen up, anymore. It don't even make a difference at all. I don't even listen anymore. I can't even hear him anymore. It don't even make a difference at all. I don't even listen anymore. I can't even hear him anymore. I don't even listen anymore. I can't even hear him anymore. I don't even listen anymore.
When I call you, it's always you.
Yeah, I pushed the boat out, I'm floating on faith. Got a I don't give a shit look stuck on my face. I guess that I become a product of the castle gates. Dug a moat around my heart and filled it up with pain. I went and poured it on the rocks with my last album, so thick that a normal person would pass out from it. Now something in which I used to confide in got me sitting in silence, propping open my eyelids. Stupid, I just wanna listen to the music, fade into the background and drink until the room's spinning. So move something, there ain't nothing left to see here. The only words that I'ma pay attention to are free beer. So leave me here like a cricket in a matchbox, cashing my good luck and spin it on a padlock. The bad thoughts and the whiskey are better company than bullshit, so just leave it and go. I don't wanna go outside today, no, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna put the mask on my face, no, I wanna be left alone. I don't wanna get up out my bed, I wanna be left alone. Didn't hear a goddamn word you said. Go home. I hit the Stillwater, coasting on hope. Got a bunch of little daggers tattooed on my throat. Ouch. What's the point of making friends when you grew up with a devil and a couple of pretend ones? I guess that I don't know the difference when it comes to space. You're either leaving me alone or all up in my face. And lately with the way that things are going, I don't taste the sugar in your words for me to give a shit about what you say. Yup, I'm crazy and irrational, always tell the truth so that you can call me asshole. I prefer the black hole over the sun. Plant a seed up in the sound garden, watered with rum. It's not the same when you're looking through the frame of a broken heart. The smoke blinds, but it also helps you look the part, so you can knock it till your knuckles get scars. But I suggest you leave it and go. often wonder why we never made it home. Why it feels like all the effort that we gave was never noticed. The pressure kept on building up and closing in, and by the end, hell, I swear to God I couldn't swim. Like, since when did all of this become so hard to walk around? I miss the music that influenced us to talk about it. We used to sit around for hours trying to find ourselves inside a song that made us want to stop and smell the flowers for a second. Just a single second's all I wanted. Now I feel like every star I used to find you with is falling out the sky, and I can't even seem to find the time. And if I did, I doubt you'd even look me in the eyes like you used to. Everything we had is just a story now, and any way I see it, it's impossible to word it out. The word of mouth says you still leave the candle lit, hoping that somebody will notice and hold your hand through this. It wasn't anybody's fault. From the moment I was leaving, I could feel it in my veins. Thought that I was someone that won't forget your name. Beg me not to get on that train. You told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. Begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name. Every now and then I pick the phone up, dial in your number and stare at it for a moment. I never call, I never will, it's hard to focus, but that's what we get for throwing love into the ocean. Tired, cutting ties, stuck inside, trying to make it out. I string it up, I write the line and try to lay it down. If I could find a peace of mind to go and press rewind, I'd do it in a second. If I thought that I could stay around for just a second, just a goddamn second, I would freeze the whole entire world in place if it let me. You always told me I was gonna make a difference. I just never thought it'd be the kind that eventually split us. And I'm sorry, I never meant to leave you all alone and have you living life with a person over the phone. The folks from back home say you still leave the lantern lit, hoping that somebody will notice and help you manage this. It wasn't anybody's fault. From the moment I was leaving, I could feel it in my veins. Thought that I was someone that won't forget your name. Beg me not to get on that train. You told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. Begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name. You begged me not to get on that train. You told me that I wouldn't come back the same. I couldn't help myself from the minute I was leaving. I could feel it in my veins. I begged you not to stand in the rain. I told you that the weather around here don't change. You couldn't help yourself from believing that I'm someone that won't forget your name. Woke up, broke down. Boss calling me, telling me I'm a clown. Say I couldn't hold a conversation, let alone a job. So I should come and get my shit before they throw it out. Typical, I guess the clouds came back for me. Couldn't run from the spell that's been cast on me. Last time I got surrounded by gloom, I was Lieutenant Dan drunk, screaming at the moon, saying, fuck it, let the lines be crossed. Let's climb up on the roof and toss knives at God. I don't need a mindless job, I'm fine without it. You can keep your 9 to 5 in your high-rise trousers. I got the 5th of bourbon on deck, a contact list full of homies in debt. So when life deals you nothing but jokers and holds tens, we get drunk off that severance check, man. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. Oh, drinking till the sun comes up and I said it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. So grab a couple of brews and come on, man. Fell down, got up, found love, got dumped. Cause she don't need an unemployed punk running around living life like the pile of blues records in his trunk. It's a damn shame, but I don't think I'm gonna miss her. She wants the dog, the house, to call me mister. Ironically, now she calls me an asshole. Called me at a job from the craft store. Told me that I'm dealing with a disease. I don't wanna succeed. Anybody that's ever tried to assist me gets it. I become a product of the slump. Pig-headed, stubborn-ass loser of the month. Yeah, a lost cause in a castle of his junk. Trying to sweep a mountain of fuck-ups under the rug. Man, I get it. All of this has pushed me to the limit. So now I'm gonna drink until I'm spinning. It's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna be up all night. It's gonna be a long one, yeah. It's gonna be a long one, yeah. I'm gonna be up all night. It's gonna be a long one, yeah. Long one, yeah. Long, 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 long one. It's gonna be a long one, hey. It's gonna be a long one, oh. Drinking till the sun comes up and I said it's gonna be a long one, hey. It's gonna be a long one. So grab a couple of brews and come on,
I've come to learn that there's no boundary man will not attempt to cross. There's no heart that he will avoid breaking, and there's no peace he will not fracture to define himself. Here beneath the canopy we sit, away from what he seeks, away from what he thinks. We are flawed, and we are real. Now let's begin.
Yeah. I can feel it in my chest, feel like everybody's watching. I don't think that I can stop it. They put me on the pills that just make me feel lethargic. I don't take them anymore. Medicated with the vodka, put it in my cup. Sedated, dedicated to the ghost. Blur vision, I'm surrounded by the smoke. I ain't breathing right, I feel like I could choke. It's hard to climb around it when you're running out of rope. And it feels like standing in a puddle of gasoline with a match in the pole of the city lights. Trying to get a hold of myself with a bit of help from the bottle. It's been a tricky flight. Feeling like the key to it all is out in a thunderstorm dangling from a little kite. Every drop of blood in my body is turning into a tidal wave of the killing kind. Don't forget to breathe out though. 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 Trying to make it on his own without a hiccup. And they don't understand it, they just looking at me probably thinking I'm a fucking slip up. Yeah, and everyone around me acting like they got a better way to settle when it kicks up. The venom only gonna take a minute till it sink into your system. And it feels like all the little tremors are starting to shake a part of me loose, that I need to make it out. Something is calling me to the depths, and I'm pretty sure that I'll let it keep taking me down. Nothing on solid ground anymore, and I feel it rumbling, fading me out. Every drop of blood in my body was turning into an avalanche when it came around. Don't forget to breathe out though. 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 You keep pulling me down, pulling me down, pulling me under the water. You keep calling my name, calling my name, calling me back to you. You keep pulling me down, pulling me down, pulling me under the water. You keep calling my name, calling my name, calling me back to you. You keep pulling me down, pulling me down, pulling me under the water. You keep calling my name, calling my name, calling me back to you. You keep pulling me down, pulling me down, pulling me under the water. You keep calling my name, calling my name, calling me back to you. I've been looking for that shadow that's inside of me for quite some time. Sunk my teeth in the light as a young man blind, but never regret the process or regret time. Just wish I could've helped the three of us and breached that line. Like how the hell was I supposed to know? It's a symbiotic circle that we all helped grow, and when it all fell through, yeah, we all sunk in the same lake and drowned in that vision of our future in the same day. And you can tell it to the doctor when he asks you, or carving in your little prison wall like a tattoo. But we got a frozen rock of luck like a statue that stands at the crossroads, blocking where to pass through. Damn, that's part of living on the offbeaten, part of skipping down that never-ending dark street. So you can fight it and draw the difference between us, cause the blood doesn't match, but the goddamn disease does. How many more hearts are we gon' break? How many failed steps are we gon' take? It's time to look at what we got here. Standing on the verge of that age-old question, is it nature versus nurture? How many more lines are we gon' cross until we figure out the pain we caused? It's time to look at what we got here. Standing on the verge of that age-old question, is it nature versus nurture? Flip through that little photo book that mom made and look for the warning signs crawling out of my face. And I've been questioning the level of our mind state that made us feel like everything around us was a crying shame. No answers, it's a whole bunch of burnt bridges, earned stitches in a curve in our world's rhythm. And I don't know where we learned this from or how it stuck with you after all the worst was done, but it scares me, yeah, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm ready to wake the demon in the closet up and face it and take it out and display it and show the world that it's real. Stop running from the past like it's gonna make you heal, cause it can't. And maybe that's the reason why I see it and feel it in my pen when I sit down and treat it. And after all of it's done, you don't have to believe it when the blood doesn't match and the goddamn disease lives. How many more hearts are we gon' break? How many failed steps are we gon' take? It's time to look at what we got here. Standing on the verge of that age-old question, is it nature versus nurture? How many more lines are we gon' cross until we figure out the pain we caused? It's time to look at what we got here. Standing on the verge of that age-old question, is it nature versus nurture? Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and really eased the pain. Yeah. Now the dark days are gone and the bright days are here. Come on, man. My sunny side shine. Not just same old shit. I've been living steady, wobbling on the edge, chasing life around in circles, trying to decompress my head. I feel it get intense. Choose to break my bread and spread it round. Take my every single thought into this pen and jot it down, cause it's the truth to me. You should see it's all that ever helped. Held my shadow world together when I knocked it off the shelf into the blackness. Tripping over broken hearts and homes and getting close enough to turn that kid inside of me to stone. And I'll admit it, cause I was never taught to give it up. Sailed an ocean full of drug addicted, misencouraged blood without a paddle. It took a lot of faith to fight my battles and tackle a couple habits I never thought that I'd have to, but did. Bottle the water under the bridge and toss another written page of my history to the wind when it blows. Cause all this disaster has led me home and left a lot of room for me to learn to grow. Yeah, you are not alone. Grab hold of yourself. I know what it's like to get blown away. I know you've done your dirt and you dug your graves, and it feels like it won't be saved. I say grab hold yourself and face those days where you feel like it always rains. I've seen the sunny side of hell, which I never thought I'd find for myself. Never thought I'd find for myself. Not just same old song. I've been writing on the mirror with a razor blade and chased away the devil in my brain that played me like a spade. Cause day to day, painted jaded faith issues are shaded gray and coward. Hid behind emotions just to play it safe upon. Slowly turning victim to my wrongs. I had to wake up all alone to finally figure out my wants. In a house of haunted love, the past will keep me warned and explain me. Even if you're listening through the storm, I found a purpose. And if you heard this, then sit it down. Pick its brain until it opens up and redirects the sound of conductor. Frozen thunder rumbling through the ground with a perfect little twist of that suited armor and crown you created. Built for denying it, hiding the cuts and bruises due to the self-inflicted bone-crushing anxiety. I'm with you, so understand that all of this within you has chiseled you a flower out of stone. Yeah, you are not alone. Grab hold of yourself. I know what it's like to get blown away. I know you've done your dirt and you dug your graves, and it feels like it won't be saved. I say grab hold yourself and face those days where you feel like it always rains. I've seen the sunny side of hell, which I never thought I'd find for myself. Never thought I'd find for myself. You are not alone. No, you are not alone. No, you are not alone. Nah, you are not alone. No, you are not alone. Nah, you are not alone. No, you are not alone. Come on, yeah. Grab hold of yourself. I know what it's like to get blown away. I know you've done your dirt and you dug your graves, and it feels like it won't be saved. I say grab hold yourself and face those days where you feel like it always rains. I've seen the sunny side of hell, which I never thought I'd find for myself. Never thought I'd find for myself. try to cross a river without drowning. Fell asleep with my bones cold, blowing smoke through a froze throat, trying to focus on the flash. I would've grabbed the whip, but they must've seen me coming, cause no matter what I do, I always seem to catch the lash. Painting with the ash, left sitting at the base of what I used to be pretty familiar with this home. I don't know if fate's trying to kill me or teach me how to grow, but either way it's got me feeling hopeless, and I don't wanna climb this tattered up rope anymore, man. Sick of thinking I'ma fall. The devil's greatest trick was convincing the world he never existed, and mine was a broken crystal ball. Looking at the shards, trying to figure out the future with a bloody hand holding it together from the base. Funny how the butterflies flapping and my stomach finally figured out a way to make a valiant escape. We talk about the crows and the bats, choking on the facts, fighting with the current to our backs. Nobody ever promised me tomorrow more than anybody told me I would die before I ever made it back. And even if I had, it's only a matter of time until it catches up with me to loosen up my grasp. Everything I've done in the name of being strong always seems to come around and try to kill me where I stand. Flame blows out, ever see it coming? Funny how this is all I ever wanted. It's the price you pay when you try to cross a river without drowning.